Supernatural forces often lurk quietly among us. They belong to a different realm, one we cannot see but can sometimes feel. This is the story of one such haunted mansion, Ravenscroft Manor. Decades ago, it was home to English nobility. Now it lies abandoned and crumbling, its royal heirs scattered across different countries. The government, citing the property's dangerous state, sends out notices to the rightful owners for restoration. After many years, Eliza Thornton, a young widow, arrives at the mansion with her 8-year-old son, Lucas. Her husband had died tragically in a car crash, and now, with nowhere else to go, she comes to claim her ancestral property. She was the granddaughter of the last heir of the Ravenscroft line. Ravenscroft Manor was massive and decaying. A team of laborers was hired for a complete cleanup. No one realized how many dark secrets lurked in the crevices of that vast estate. From the moment Eliza arrived, the air seemed heavier, as if something or someone had been waiting for this return. One night, as Eliza was asleep with her son in one of the cleaner upstairs bedrooms, a loud thud woke her. A bird had crashed into the window and died instantly. When she turned on the light, she screamed. The bird's lifeless body was half stuck in the broken window pane, blood dripping down onto the wooden floor. Shaken, Eliza gathered her courage, removed the bird, and threw it outside. But she couldn't sleep the rest of the night. In the morning, she confronted the workers. "Did any of you play a prank last night? A bird crashed into my window and died. Are you sure it wasn't intentional?" The workers looked confused. "No, ma'am, we haven't seen any dead bird around that room. We just cleaned that area." They all went to check. There was no bird, not even a feather, not a drop of blood. Later that day, while Eliza and Lucas watched TV in the drawing room, a loud commotion broke out. One of the workers had fallen from the mansion's roof and died instantly. Eliza rushed to the window and saw his body sprawled across the lawn. Running downstairs, she asked what had happened. No one had a straight answer. Some claimed it was suicide. Others said it was an accident. But in the middle of all this, Eliza heard something strange, a whisper close to her ear. "Save your child, if you can." She froze. Without another thought, she sprinted back to her room. To her horror, Lucas was standing on the window ledge, ready to jump. Eliza lunged, grabbed his legs, and pulled him back in. But Lucas kept repeating, "I need to jump. I need to go to her." Terrified, Eliza gathered the workers and demanded answers. An old laborer with sunken eyes and a trembling voice said, "Miss, if you want to understand what's happening here, read your ancestors' story. There's a book in the village kept by the family of the former village warden. It has the full history of Ravenscroft Manor." Without wasting a moment, Eliza went to the warden's old cottage and found the book. As she read, the truth emerged years ago. A maid named Grace and a footman named Thomas had served the Ravenscroft family loyally. They were deeply in love, but when one of the Queen's prized necklaces went missing, suspicion fell on Grace. Without trial or mercy, the lord of the manor had Grace buried alive beneath the cellar. Heartbroken, Thomas hanged himself in the same hallway. A month later, the lord himself died by suicide, impaling himself on his ceremonial sword. From then on, accidents plagued the estate until it was sealed and forgotten. Now that Eliza had returned, the spirits finally had their chance for revenge. Eliza, fearing for her son, decided to leave immediately. She packed their bags and set off during the night toward the nearest airport. As they drove through the lonely countryside, a stray deer leapt in front of the car. Eliza swerved and the car flipped. Miraculously, both she and Lucas escaped unharmed. Wandering along the road, she spotted a pair of headlights approaching. Desperate, she waved for help. The vehicle stopped. It was a police car. The officer helped them inside. But on their way, they came across an old man lying unconscious on the road. The officer lifted him and placed him in the back seat. As they drove on, the old man's hand slowly reached forward, grabbing the officer's neck from behind. Choking and gasping, the officer slammed the brakes. Eliza screamed as she realized this wasn't a man. This was something else. The officer pulled out his pistol and shot the figure in the head. But the old man didn't die. They fled, the car, Eliza carrying Lucas, the officer trailing behind. They ran for what felt like miles until they saw a glow on the horizon, the lights of Heathrow International Airport. They made it. Eliza, Lucas, and the officer reached safety. But the haunted grip of Ravenscroft Manor wasn't broken. It was simply waiting. Waiting for the next heir, waiting for the next mistake. And so ends the terrifying tale of the Phantom of Ravenscroft Manor.